how Lystloc has supported Athenes business processes when it comes to customizations.
You can just think about first time in 8 years I'm contacting you.
Yeah.
So if support system was not good, I could contact you before.
Oh yeah.
So your team is so good.
Oh,
So I don't need to reach you.
That's a beautiful way of saying it.
So you have a good team and they are so prompt.
Hi folks, I'm Bharat Annamalai, founder and CEO of Lystloc. This is our second episode and I wanted to be special, not with someone we just met, but with someone who's been part of our journey for 7 years and also who built the business from 0 to 100 plus crore business. At some point, customers stop being customers. They become part of your business story. Today, I'm so excited to host Amit Tiwari, VP of Sales and Marketing of Athenes DX. It's been an incredible journey growing together and building trust over time. Amit, thank you so much for joining us today.
Okay, thank you so much, Bharat, and it's my pleasure to be here. And I am Amit Tiwari. I am working as a vice president with ADX. So Athenes was started in early of 2014. The company investor or director there belongs from US, and we deal in the diagnostic products, which like IVD, in vitro diagnostics. My journey, initial days, was very tough and challenging, and my education is BSc from science, and I started my initial schooling and studied in Uttar Pradesh, near to Varanasi. That's one district, Jaunpur. There, where I did my 12th till 12th, and after that I moved to Mumbai, and where I did my education and graduation in science graduation, and then I shifted to the IVD field. Before coming to the IVD field, I was working in a lab. So that's 2 to 3 months where I entered in the lab, and I was doing like a lab technician, usually who like remove the bloods and doing the testing. So one of my mentor, he coached me, he guided me that this field is not suitable for you. So you should choose something which can build your career very well. So then he guided me, Dr. Hemant Sindhe, and I moved to this field, IVD. So 2005, I joined the company, IVD company, and where I started as a product executive. Till 2009, I worked with that particular company. When I left, I was a zonal sales manager. Then 2009, I joined another company, Delhi based, as a national sales manager, where I got exposure to travel all over India. So I travel all over India. I met different kind of people, different culture, different foods, and all the things. And where I developed my relations. Then in 2011, I get connected with my mentor, or you can say the owner or founder of this company, Dr. Bala Pandey. He's not with us now because in 2020 he passed away. So in 2011, he offered me that you come to Chennai and start a company. I'll fund this company. So I left Mumbai, and in 2011, I came to Chennai. I started company because it took me 2 years, because there is a certain process to start the company in especially in IVD field, because a lot of licenses we go through it and we have to apply it. So in 2000, my company was started with a very small place, 1 BHK in Nungambakam. So in 2013, the company was started. I'm the first person. And now my company total employee strength is 350 plus. And 110 is including sales and marketing and engineers. Plus we have a product manager and marketing around 10 people. And in office around somewhere 250 to 230. So this is all about me and my company.
Oh, yeah, fantastic. That's quite a journey from all the way from Varanasi all the way down south in Chennai. Hope it's worth a while.
Yeah, I like Chennai very much.
Yeah, yeah, very glad to hear that. That's fantastic. First of all, again, it's great to have you here. As I was saying early in the conversation, Athenes was one of our early customers. Like we grew together as an operations wise, how we build our application, Athenes asks a lot of stuffs, and we always give priority and how we can build, how we can solve the problem for our customers, and Athenes comes on top priority. And for folks who are watching, Athenes, with us for 7 years right now, and it's an amazing journey, and that's why I for this second podcast, we didn't want to have just as another podcast. We wanted to have this with one of the customers that who've been with us for long and helped us grow together. It's been truly very special for me, and I'm really glad that we're gonna spend a bit more time talking about us, about the operations, about what we do together. For the viewers watching, what does Athenes actually do, and which segment primarily that you work with, and what problem that you do solve?
So Athenes DX, basically we work in the IVD sector. IVD, it means in vitro diagnostics. So we basically covers all the pathology, laboratory, hospitals, or in simple you can say wherever the hospitals has a laboratory for testing, because any patient has any illness or anything or something, doctor prescribe the test, like you can say they can say lipid profile, liver profile, or dengue, malaria. So those tests we manufactures. So our all products, it goes to the laboratory, hospitals, and wherever they performs. So we cater all healthcare, and wherever the lab pathologies associated with the hospitals or any individuals. So Athenes caters those are the our clients.
Okay. So how many products do you have in total? Like,
In Rapid, we have more than 70 products. And like you can say the name of HIV, HBsAg, SCV, malaria, dengue, syphilis, and etc. And in biochemistry, we have a more than 50 products. And in ELISA, we have a 23 plus. And we also manufacturing this molecular. You must have heard about the COVID-19, that time, the PCR, this all. So every product has one, technology. Rapid is a basic technology which gives us screening test, whether positive, negative. To get more confirmation, we need to go upper methods. That's called ELISA or CLIA. And to get more precise, accurate, whether it's sure, short, usually in ELISA and CLIA we get confirmation, but to get more precise, we perform molecular test. So Athenes deals in the all three segments, because India is the vast country and we have a different kind of audience. A plus, B, C. So still, I can say 40% population is uncovered by medical fraternity. Because if you talk about any, even Tamil Nadu, small village, if any emergency happens, they have to come to the city.
Yeah.
They cannot do the right treatment to their own cities. So usually our audience are all A, B, C, all kind of customers. So we are basically associated with the hospitals, lab, and pathology.
Yeah. So then you manufacture by yourself.
Yes.
You have the manufacturing plant.
Yes. So we have a manufacturing plant in Taramani, and it's a very good plant, and we have a highly qualified scientist, and our scientists, they have been trained at US and China at our parent company, and we have a PhD and all researchers. So we have a good team. So almost you can say 70%, 75% the product which we manufactured, and around 25 to 30% product we imports.
Okay. So that was going to be my next question. Is it you're serving only Indian customer, or you're exporting? Or...
Recently, from last 2 years, we started exporting, and we are covering some Middle East and also some Africa.
Yeah.
And neighboring country like in Nepal and all. So our export is very like a very small portion. The majority is India.
India. Again, India's a hugely populated country. It's 1.4 billion population.
Yes, that's my priority and
priority. There's no doubt about it. That's great to hear from you. But now, it's, you said, it's heavy, field team on field. How does your field team works, right? Your daily operations standpoint, how typically it is they run on?
Okay, so we have a complete structured team. So like a designated wise. So we have a primary front line like a product executive. Then above them area sales manager, above them RSM regional sales manager, above them zonal sales manager. So we have divided into zone wise, east zone, west zone, north and south zone. So the team, the reporting structure, product executive reports to ASM and ASM report to RSM, RSM report to ZSM, and ZSM is directly reporting to me. So that is how our organization chart is right now. So initial day it was very tough because I remember when I met with your one of the salesperson in in 2017 or 18. I'm not remembering exactly, but in 19 or 18 something. So before that it was very tough because I appointed a two person in my office. They used to call daily, hey, where are you working today? So he used to inform I'm working in Madurai, but reality we don't know whether he's in Madurai or in Trichy or whether it is in home. We cannot. Only what we can do, in certain point, at certain point you can just call the customer and ask. There was some Excel spreadsheet which they need to fill weekly wise, and they need to send us by filling the customer name, their category, what order they book, telephone number, and then what we can do, we can cross check. But that could be randomly. You cannot call all the customer because sometimes it's difficult. So that time it was very tough, and but still we were doing. So 2014 to 2018 somewhere we were just doing all manual process because my company was very small that those days and we were in the growing phase. So people were and it was very hectic also because to me check and how is going on. So the Dinesh met me and he introduced your app, and I like that because that app has a very beautiful things. You can just check what time your employee has first what called punching, right?
Yeah, Panchal.
So and then where it is login, log out. So I was very curious. So initially days, I 1 month I did the pilot run.
Yeah.
I asked Dinesh, we will do the pilot run with the few staff.
Yeah.
And I was quite impressed. And honestly, I was searching, but Dinesh found me actually.
Yeah.
So from that time,
I still remember it was an outbound.
so I was very excited. I told this can be happen. Yes. Then how the report? He's telling sir, whatever you want, we will do, sir. I said Excel can be happen. He said yes. I said, oh my God, I'll be very happy that knowing more Excel I'm going to watch. So the good thing is now my team is like they're flexible. They should not go to and make Excel reporting. Whatever they does, we can just extract the data from the Lystloc, and we can analyze how many customer he met, how many distributor he visited, what is the order he generated, where he given the order, and in a month how many times he visited. So all the information. So before the Lystloc, it was mostly manual.
Yeah, that's one of the things we try to solve, right? How does Athenes do the daily operations, right, on ground? Can you tell us about your kind of a team structure and on a daily basis operations?
So Athenes having a team structure from product executive, area sales manager, regional sales manager, and zonal sales manager. These are our structure. And product executive, they reports to area sales manager reports to RSM, regional sales manager, and regional sales manager reports to zonal sales manager, and zonal sales manager reports to me. Yeah. So we have a zone wise area divided and all team divided into 4 parts. So we have their daily goal is to meet minimum 8 clients per day. Okay, so depends on sometime it may be vary designation to designation, but 8 customer they have to visit per day, and they need to go there and meet the pathologist or lab in charge or purchase in charge and introduce your product, and then they have to report to their boss, and then they need to align with the company. If they need the samples, they need any demonstration, and they need any short and access any help from us. So we from company, we take care of their needs, and daily to daily we provide. So we have a dedicated CSR team, customer sales support. We have a CSR sub team representative, and they always been active with the each zone. So I have a team and they are always connected with the team. So this is the how our operation runs. And when any order comes, if they book or they get any order from the doctors, so they give to any nearby distributor. So the distributor, like a stockist, they keep the stock. The stockist, they buy from us. So we build to stockist supply to the end user.
Oh, okay. So you built that kind of infrastructure and network.
Yes. So in all over India, we have actively 450 plus active stockists.
But that stockist is not your team. It's kind of a.
They are part of our team, but they do other company also.
Okay.
You can say like any distributor, like our business partner. Yeah. So in our terms, we call them as a business partner, not a distributor, because I feel business partner is more sophisticated.
Yeah.
Because we are, and they are doing with some other companies too.
Amit, what are your typical challenges as a VP of this organization on a daily basis, be it at leadership level, on various aspects, to manage the team at ground level? What are the typical challenges that you face?
I would say not typical challenges, but there are certain challenges. Right, first one, as a VP, my first job is to make myself convinced that how I am helping to my team, how am I motivating to my business partner. So what we face like a small challenges, like where my team is going, what are they doing, and how are they doing. So these are the things still we have to check them, and we always coach them. But certainly few people follow, few people don't follow. So the management is it's a biggest challenge. In spite of we have surrounded by many technology and many things, but still the management is a bigger challenge that I feel. So I try to do everything. It's not about only employee, even managing my business partner, solving their queries. So I have set a time for each things. Like any issue arrives to the company or arrive to the company, that should be attained and solved within appropriate time. That's my main concern. So I always have a big team and they take care of the things. And I personally monitor the overall superficially, that how the things are getting solved and how fast we give the service. It is not like somebody call, hey Amit, I am reaching you if directly, because if he's reaching me directly, it means he has been tried to the all level and he has
it did not work. And
so what is the meaning of all SOP? So my biggest challenge to make my SOP active and prompt. That's my daily.
Okay. Is any particular challenge that you faced when it comes to managing on-field team?
That is the field staff.
Okay, field staff.
Because as I told that it's the coin has a dual phase.
Yep.
So one side you can see that some people I don't need to manage.
Yep. Yeah.
Because I know they are working, and some people I need to manage.
Yeah.
I need to see them where they are, what they are doing. So the particular the person I have assigned for them to just check. Again, it's not finding them false finding. It's making them correct.
Yeah.
But sometimes they take as we are false finding.
Sometimes you need that course correction, right?
Yeah.
So definitely it's needed. And for the folks watching, definitely know each and every one of the leaders manage the team, could relate to this, the kind of challenges that you mentioned. Actually.
Yeah. And I also wanted to say that if any organization is paying you for salary or things, then you should deliver. I don't think so. The biggest thing is sometimes people don't understand why we have to push, why we have to chase, and why we have to too much monitor.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you are getting paid for that, you should do.
Yep.
But usually the system does not work, and
and that can be seen in many ways, right?
Yes.
Which way you see, which lens you use to see, that is all matters.
That's always matter.
Yeah. Amit, early days of Athenes, right? How did you manage the field operations?
Oh, that was too tough. In early days, we were managing with the spreadsheet. We were managing with the manual, and I had appointed 2 persons, and they were monitoring their weekly report. Actually, we call weekly reports. So wherever they goes and whatever they does, they need to fill in the weekly reports. So first they have to maintain in a diary,
Yeah.
and then one day they have to sit down and maintain weekly report. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 3, 4, like customer, how many distributor they visits, and what are the POB they booked, and where they supplied and all. So this was, like you can say, it was very tiring kind of work,
Yeah.
and but we were doing, and but still it was going because the technology always changes.
Yep.
And those days we were doing the manually things and keeping the all stock, like keeping the business partner, we call it business partners. So all the business partner stock we used to check, and then tally with their reports, cross check what they have mentioned those days. For example, 25th January, or he visited to the XYZ laboratory.
Yeah.
So sometime we used to call them also. Hello, my XXX staff has visited to your laboratory.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
usually laboratory, because if you call in certain period, na, the laboratory person, they will remember,
Yeah.
because you have to mention their phone number also.
Yep.
So those were initial day, but that was also enjoyable.
Yeah, you have to.
But it was very tough.
I can totally relate to that, right? Before Lystloc, I had a team for Lystnow, where people go on field. I still, candidly remember one incident where one of the team members said, I'm waiting at a customer place for 3 hours, right? As a manager, I was like, was in a bit dilemma, like whether should I ask really 3 hours there, or if either ways we can.
It happens with us also, because they go to any hospitals, na. So there what happened, like sometime the doctor, and in the same hospital multiple departments, so they used to be there for 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's that right then, I kind of knew, okay, there got to be an application, kind of a real-time base that we totally avoid the assumption in this time and age why somebody has to assume certain things, right? That's how, we built our application after that. Yeah. Totally relatable.
Yes, yes.
What is your thought about the generational shift of employees' mindset from your Athenes early days to now?
Yeah, it's a good question actually, and it's a big gap now, or you can say the generation gap. If you ask me, the previous one, the previous employee, or you can say the team, if you give command, they follow, and they listen, and they deliver, because they trust us and we trust them. Nowadays, I am not saying about that they don't trust us or we don't trust them, but it's all about the generation gap. Like nowadays, they don't want command, they want communication and collaboration.
Yeah.
So command has gone, because they are earning for their lavish life. They are not earning to make something to pay their bills and all, because the bills and home and whatever they need basic, that is made by their parents. The earlier it was the generation, they need to build home, they need to get car and all. But nowadays generation, they are working for their survival, or you can say the peace of. There are certain people are there, I'm not saying, but if you ask in the overall, so the generation gap, they want communication, collaboration, and not command. So generation gap is there. So even we have to handle accordingly. We cannot handle with those way, because nowadays the emotions issues are high, like rising. So
Yeah.
the emotions issues are more.
Yeah, you need to handle the emotions.
Yes, previously,
more than anything.
Previously,
actually. Yeah. It is also. I had an opportunity to be part of one of the debates, right, about this whole gap. One of the biggest points raised was the acknowledgement, right? The people nowadays, they want the acknowledgement, that they want to be seen. They don't want to be seen as, okay, I give you something, or let me complete it. No, it doesn't have to be that way. As you said, communicate, collaborate, and to be acknowledged. Otherwise, they feel that they're not part of the system. Totally, they unhinge themselves very quickly, and that is what, as leaders, we have to understand, and how we can, make that travel together communicate well, and then at the same time prioritize the acknowledgement also, so that belongingness.
Yeah, I agree with you. The only thing is that the acknowledgement is needed, but too quick is not good.
Exactly. No,
Because what happened if you do something and you feel that no, you need immediate acknowledgement. Maybe your boss is aware about it. That's the way he know when to praise and when to acknowledge.
yeah,
But your expectation is too high with your boss. No, you should get acknowledgement. It's no, you just wait.
yeah.
Give some time. Trust me. If you do hard work on something, it will come back to you.
But then that's another very interesting point you mentioned, right? Give time. But that time is something probably I kind of feel is kind of limited with the new generation, right? Because it's my observation is now, given the advent of technologies, be it anything, right? Be it mobile phones or be it ChatGPT or AI, this, that, everything is instant. Right? Everything has to happen quickly. And in overall, this again, my personal opinion and observation that everything got to happen instantly. Think about a college student or a school-going student using an application or be it a computer or a phone. If the internet is too slow, the reaction, right? Because it has to be instantaneous now. It has to be quick. The same thing, trickles down to the other part of your life as well, right? You can't wait. It has to happen very immediately, very quickly. So we can talk about both sides, actually, but then how do we balance that out and then manage that time factor in? Probably that is how we can work with, the new set of employees and the workforce. I think so. That is my.
Okay, I'll take you just few minutes and I'll take back. If you ask about me, I'm talking about me myself here, correlating the current generation with myself. Till 7th standard or 8th standard, I was not knowing even English.
Yeah.
I cannot read the books. Even I cannot speak. Nothing. But those days, we were having the books, grammar, tense, these all. Then, like my aunt, my bua, we call bua.
Yeah.
So she helped how to read and how to learn and all. And I was eager because I wanted to do something. And I know that why English is required, it's just necessity.
Yeah.
English is just kind of one kind tech that time, like how you are using ChatGPT. So I use as a tech to improve myself. I use English as a tech to communicate myself. I use English as a tech to how I can express and grow myself. But doesn't mean that you should too much depend on whatever language. If you are okay with convince your customer with the Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, any,
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But nowadays what happened, if you are using ChatGPT, you are too much dependent on ChatGPT. To writing too much, you wanted to ask me, hey boss, I need a leave, my father is not well. Then you are going and putting ChatGPT, give me the leave. And ChatGPT is writing this much big and you are putting.
And you are receiving the same set of leave from 5 others.
Exactly. So my message to the young generation, of course, you should use the tech and you should be aligned with the tech. Too much dependency with the tech is not good.
Yeah. That is also one of the things I always say, your foundation got to be strong.
Yes.
If you don't have that foundation and then rely on the tech too much, may help you in short term, but in long term is not necessarily going to be good. And it's maybe one entire generation is going to be walking in kind of a, death trap for it kind of situation, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. How Lystloc has supported Athenes business processes when it comes to customizations, and how in general Lystloc support system.
Okay. When the Lystloc was introduced to Athenes, it was app where we were told that time that via this app you can track your staff, what they are doing and how they are doing and how many per day check-in, check-out they are doing. So you can track everything. Then we feel that, okay, this is the basic one, but we need many things to add, like how much we order, we have to enter our product, we have to enter our laboratory. So many things we ask demand, and we ask because just tracking is not only one thing,
Yeah.
but what exactly he is doing on the field. So your team really helps. I think so. It's many round. I don't know, but many round of customization has been done, and whatever we demand, I will say proudly we demand, and Lystloc always fulfilled. And I have not seen even single incident where the Lystloc has told us, no, this cannot be done, this is impossible. No, whatever we ask, Lystloc had uh, added, and they always upgraded the things. So many revision has been done. So now we are in like a whatever we need as on today, the Lystloc has done for us as a customization.
Yeah. Okay. How about in general the support system?
It's you can just imagine, and you can just think about first time in 8 years I'm contacting you.
Yeah.
So if support system were not good, I could contact you before.
Oh yeah.
So your team is so good.
Oh,
So I don't need to reach you.
That's a beautiful way of saying
Yes.
it.
So you have a good team, and they are so prompt, and whatever Benny, my team, my IT person, he just get it done. So even to be for me, I know whole Lystloc, but now just I know the complete team. But for me, and while you're with podcast, I wanted to say of course, for me it's app who help, but why I am little bit emotionally attached, because this app is my initial day or those times came.
Yeah.
So it's like one of kind of partner,
Yeah.
and these apps give like lot of emotions is attached with this app, and honestly this is the good app.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful to you,
Yeah.
your team.
Yep. Sure. Thank you so much, and I'm really thankful for the the team behind Lystloc, each and every one of the listeners. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I want to ask this honestly, not as a host, but as someone building businesses, right? How Lystloc has helped you, your operations? How is it like before Lystloc and after Lystloc?
Yeah. So before Lystloc, as I mentioned earlier, that before Lystloc, we were doing the manually spreadsheet, and a lot of man management and manpower was involved. After Lystloc, we don't need such a long team. We need a probably one people or maximum two people, because one people who keeps tracking, and another people is can generate the data that which we need monthly. End of the month finish, then we can see the how many clients, how many orders he booked, how many numbers of visit repeatedly he has done. And the one who keeps monitoring, she or he, they just do what they are doing, because if somebody is staying 4 hours, so we know that 4 hours what he's doing. In a list log, he always mentioned that, hey, I reached to Kamakshi hospital, so we know that he reached to Kamakshi hospital, the particular location. So in a Kamakshi hospital there may be multiple department, so the visibility is better. Previously, we were assuming.
Yeah.
So the transparency between employer and employee is more. Okay. And trust develop. And also I can say my productivity is almost 100% increase by Lystloc. And of course, everything is related to the productivity. If your productivity is increased, your outcome will be the better. So because of the productivity, my overall system improved. And I really I really thankful to the Dinesh who found me. Actually, I did not found Dinesh.
It's amazing to say, and as a product, that is what we strive to work for, and eventually we need to solve a problem for our customers, right? I'm really glad to hear it from you in person. Actually, this means a lot for us here, for me, for the team, and each and every one of us.
One good thing I'll tell you, maybe it's funny, but via your list log. Yeah. One day, one of my RSM told me that my colleague lost the phone, and because list log is on, they cannot off. So he told he lost the phone. So, but we found out. So I say how. So then what happened? He called my office and he asked, "I'm just moving, and you check that location list log we are showing." And he told me that they found the phone because the phone was there, the list stock was there.
Yeah.
And the app, because wherever he dropped the location, and he keep moving and reach, and they found at one place. So the app is like I was telling, you're telling me some story. He's telling, no, you can ask me. So the app is so, and many time I have observed, like if your phone is off and you travel some XYZ location, it gives you the clear location that how many kilometer you travel and location. And if I'm in Chennai, I'm putting Madurai. It will, you can put Madurai name, but the location will take Chennai only. Unless until you don't reach Madurai,
Absolutely.
it will not take you Madurai.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the visibility, transparency, trust, and it's all about productivity. At the end, when I see my on any colleague or my employee, they went to the 8 customer, they took a order of XXX amount,
Yeah.
like meaning a matter. So he placed order to that business partner. And when he's doing such a good work, why the outcome is not coming?
Yeah.
Previously, 50% was just like a cross-checking, 50% was assumption. The Lystloc is, you can say, it's all become an eyes.
Yeah. And no, I like what you're saying, right? It's reducing the assumption. That is one of our biggest factor when we started building the product. Don't assume anything. Go with real-time data.
Yes.
And the transparency and the trust actually you can build. And not necessarily a micromanagement. So this is another important question I wanted to ask, right? Especially the space that we work in, a tool like Lystloc. How do you see this as kind of a micromanagement? Is it tracking tool or a productivity tool? What is your take on it?
No, it's not a micromanaging. My very simple question: if somebody is giving you salary, don't have he rights that he should not ask you what you're doing?
Yeah.
I have 100 people in fields. That's trust. But if I don't see them what they are doing, how I would know that what they are doing?
Yeah.
So these apps give me assurance. I may call them, I may not call them, because with the apps I can say, oh, he's moving here, he's moving there. As long I am convinced, I don't need to call. Otherwise, if he is sitting at home and not going anywhere without app. Also, the most important via this app, we know that my people are reaching to the clients or not.
Yeah.
Because ultimately our goal is end user. If we don't visit end user, my brand will be killed. So it's either way, which way you are looking for. If you are thinking it's a micromanaging, then it's wrong. Because the organization is paying you for that, and you should definitely obey and thankful for the whichever company is paying you. So you should do your job then.
No, I can very well resonate and reflect with whatever you just said, right? Early days when we were building Lystloc, as someone, I always have the team, you go about your job. I don't care, what you do and stuff. But initially the reception about the product was like, oh, is it a tracking tool? Your monitoring tool, right? It basically put kind of an ethical dilemma with me. Very initial days, early days of Lystloc. But then one day I thought, okay, if somebody, as the right one you said, somebody is paying you for the time. Typically everything is you're paying a time for somebody, and people supposed to be somewhere on site and stuff. You can't put one manager for one on-field person. Okay, how do you solve that problem? If that is the case, you have absolutely every right to know, to account that time for
Yes.
the person. The person has so and so place. Then it is absolutely right. That is a solution that we are providing. That kind of answered that kind of the ethical dilemma that which I had, and that helped me afterwards. Whatever the the features that we built after in Lystloc. Yeah.
And also this it's not about your tracking someone. Again, as I mentioned,
Yeah.
like after 8 hours, nobody is going to ask you what you're doing.
Yeah.
We're not going to check your privacy, right? It's absolutely about the what work for
Exactly.
what I have appointed you.
Yeah.
Even you go any offices, you have to punch in, punch out. So why you need to do this?
Same as
I do in my office. Being a VP, even if I reach by 10:30, 11 o'clock or whatever, I do punching.
Yeah.
I do punch out. If I don't do it, doesn't matter who is going to ask me, but still that's called discipline.
Yeah.
Because if I don't do, how my subordinates will feel?
Yeah. Definitely.
So
Yeah.
the Lystloc, the most important thing which I would like to tell via your podcast, while hiring the employee, we clearly explain them we have a Lystloc and this app, you have to do this. The best thing of this app, you no need to do any manual reporting. then and there your work is finished, we can extract the data and we can talk about what monthly you have done, like you met 10 customer, 20 customer, your call average POB. This will give you live tracking to us only while field work. There's nothing to worry. If you don't do, someday it happens you do 2 call, but we know that reason. If you're convinced, then join our company.
Oh, yeah.
So whoever convinced, they're joining. So I don't have issue.
Oh, yeah.
So while interview, the Lystloc is our one of part.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very clearly instruction given to HR that Lystloc portion must be explained. If you are okay, join Athenes DX. Otherwise, it's your wish.
What was your employee size when you took Lystloc and what it is right now? And actually, do you worry about increasing your on-field employees?
When I took Lystloc, my employee size was approximate 45. Now my employee size in the field, because this Lystloc app we are using for field purpose only, not for office purpose. Now my employee size is near about 125, and I'm not at all worried about the Lystloc, because while as I mentioned, while hiring the staff or candidate, our HR gives very good induction training. And on the first day itself, we gave the Lystloc training very well how to do. So I'm totally fine with the Lystloc and I'm not worried.
Okay, here is an important question. How do you imagine your life at Athenes without Lystloc?
Oh my God, that's too horrible. If right now you ask me without Lystloc, it's same like how a Gen Z is living without social media in a day. So for me, it's like right now, because I cannot manage the same spreadsheet again. And it's very tough. So of course, this app have become one of family member.
Oh, yeah? Thank you so much, Amit, for sharing your journey, the challenges that you faced and experiences with us so openly. I'm sure a lot of people watching this will be able to relate and taking something away valuable. We'll be back with more conversations like this. Until then, thank you so much for watching. This is Bharat Annamalai signing off. Bye-bye.